John Bircher is with us from the Purple Heart Service Foundation today.
Yes, sir.
It is Veterans Day. John is good enough to join us here in studio. First of all, happy Veterans Day, Mr. Bircher. Appreciate you coming in. How you doing today?
Hey, great, Scott. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Well, take a minute if you could and talk to us about the Veterans Day and what it means for you personally, first of all.
Well, Veterans Day, we have 2 days in which we celebrate veterans, actually. Veterans Day today,
right,
which celebrates those that live and came home. And, of course, we have Memorial Day that we pay homage to those who didn't make it home. But Veterans Day, especially for guys in the military or the Purple Heart like me, all of whom have Purple Hearts, they were wounded in combat, this is a day that we sort of get tribute paid to us. And we appreciate it very much.
You know what? My dad always told me respect the uniform, and for many years you grow up and you hear that comment, you don't understand it. And I think as we look over the last 10 to 15 years, and it's happened before, but as a adult now and watching everything that the military does for us, I totally understand exactly what he was trying to say. You know, you caught it a little bit as a kid, and I'll just say thank you. You know, I was sitting there today eating lunch, and the guy walked in, and I told him I got his meal, you know, just because the littlest thing does the biggest thing, because you all are probably should be the most respected in this country, but you don't get it. And I think, you know, just this day is a time we can say thank you, but we should do it all the time.
You know, it was very interesting this morning. I spent the whole morning from about 7 o'clock until 12 o'clock when I ran over here at Arlington Cemetery. Mm-hmm. We did a wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and Vice President Biden was there at the amphitheater. And there was a civics class of eighth graders who were going around interviewing veterans. And the questions that they were asking were just wonderful. But the very last question that they asked me was, what would you tell my generation about what it means to be a veteran? And it really made you think about it.
Yeah.
But I told them, freedom isn't free.
Nope.
And we all enjoy amazing freedoms in this country. We love this country, but it isn't free. There is a price to be paid.
And there's as a child, again, when you grow up on a military base, I was born in Camp Lejeune and lived, as a Marine, son of a Marine for 10 years. You're on the base, and then he goes to Korea, then Nam, comes back wounded. I don't think people understand how often a family goes without their father or mother.
Yeah.
That's both.
Yeah.
You're being single parent for a while, and yet to come back, and especially in the era in the 60s, when it wasn't the easiest thing to be African American in the military, then to go over and fight for it and come back. And I just look at this all the time, and I go, finally, we're kind of getting it by what we're doing. Like Brian, we're kind of getting it. But when I look at the VA and what happened with the VA, and with the soldiers who have been waiting and been put off hold, 60 Minutes did a great special on it.
Sure did.
That made me sick to my stomach to know that a guy was willing to die for us, and then he comes back wounded, and we wouldn't even treat him.
You know, there's sort of two things that are at play now that didn't. As a Vietnam veteran, we got a horrible welcome home.
Horrible.
And that's why anytime we pass each other, we say, welcome home, brother.
Yeah.
Two things. One is, finally, the American people have gotten it right. They've been able to separate the war from the warrior.
Yes.
And we're honoring the warriors today.
True.
And the other thing is, a lot of these kids that are fighting today are sons and daughters of Vietnam veterans.
True.
Well, John,
I would say this. A lot of the warriors didn't have a choice. So how could you blame them? Okay?
Exactly.
And, my dad, military as well. And the whole thing about it is just show people just a little respect. Just like I look at Louisiana, people from down south, they see somebody, they greet them. So many times we don't want to just say thank you to a person. Thank you would say a lot more to you than walking past you and not saying nothing, wouldn't
Absolutely.
it?
Hey, John, with the Purple Heart, I just want to let you get a chance to get this out real quick, too, is just some of the programs and things that you guys are doing with the Military Order of the Purple Heart right now that you've been involved with the past year or so.
Well, I am so proud to be a part of this organization. We're the little guys. There are lots of veteran service organizations. VFW with 3 million, American Legion with 3 million members. We've got 45,000 members. We're the little guys, and that's a good thing because you don't want a bunch of wounded warriors. On the other hand, every single thing that we do at the Military of the Purple Heart Service Foundation and the organization Purple Heart is focused on service to veterans and their families. We have an amazing national service program. Even the VA will tell veterans when they're coming in to get their benefits, look, you go sit down with a Purple Heart veteran service officer and let him help you. Yeah. Last year alone, we serviced over 300,000 veterans, and over $2 million in benefits for those veterans that we serve.
You were able to pull together.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I know Operation Renewed Hope does such a great job in also getting veterans employed. Veterans with disabilities, veterans on the whole who need employment, getting the general public to hire a veteran. There's nothing more better you can do than hiring a veteran.
The last thing that we've done, and probably one of the best things, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Intrepid Center for Fallen Heroes.
Yeah.
And the Military of the Purple Heart Service Foundation just gave a grant of $500,000 to build a brand new one at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Oh, cool.
That's great stuff. Well, hey, John Bircher, thank you so much, Purple Heart Service Foundation, for everything you do. We appreciate it. We enjoy having the golf tournament with you guys every year, and I'm glad we could do our little part, and glad you guys were able to join us here today, too.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.